those millions invested in a three-dimensional scanner were worth it. Well done, Brian.
Hop in and we'll decide where to attack.
Good work, Brian. Now I have a virtual image of the Orion, and I can view your position the entire time and indicate which bearing you need to take.
So, where do I have to go?
Well, if you look closely, you'll see that the Orion's figurehead looks like a scorpion, and right next to the stinger on its tail, there is a small sphere. According to Paco's indications in Palenque, that sphere would be illuminated during battles, and I wouldn't be surprised if...
I catch your drift. Come on, prepare me for the dive. I'm going back down.
Are you sure you don't want to rest first? Lichens. Either we get rid of them and the moss, or we'll never get it open.
You know what you have to do, right?
Clean it?
Clean it, Brian. Remove the moss and lichens to see where it opens. You aren't the kind of man who refuses to pick up a cleaning rag, are you?
No, but I thought there might be some other way to open it.
Whatever, but I think you'll end up having to clean it.
All right, Sushi. I'm gonna see what I can come up with. Impossible to do that from up here. Saturn left it behind when we built the detector. No, I already toted one around on Mala Island, and it weighed a ton. Maybe there's something inside I can use, though. Man! I bet the saw will come in handy. That idea is not good. What if I want to go back in? It's used to open the door to cargo hold 2, but only momentarily. I don't see the reason for doing that. What if I want to go back in? It'd help me work off this adrenaline rush I'm having, but forget it. It's not worth the trouble. No, it's better to leave it here, ready for the next dive. Actually, I'm hesitant to grab something if I don't know what the heck it's for. I haven't the foggiest idea what they're for. I'll inquire. What are you working on, Saturn?
Haven't I told you about the electromagnets? They're one of my latest creations, equipped with a device that magnetizes or demagnetizes things at will. When this is finished, I plan to attach them to the mini-sub and take up underwater skiing.
Oh, that exists?
The question is not whether it exists, BB, but whether we want it to exist. Art and science are based on that grand principle.
I'll just borrow the electromagnet for a spell, okay?
Perhaps you should wait until the other one is finished. These devices work in pairs, one with the left button to use in your right hand, and the other with the right button to use in your left hand.
So I guess I'll just hold my horses. Up we go. No, I don't have any time for gardening right now anyway. No, I'll open it if I find a need to chill something. I don't think that's a good plan. Nah, I don't feel like slipping and sliding again. No, I already wasted too much time taking an extended nap. Yeah, knowing the water that comes out is fresh, it'd be a good way to fill the tank in the cargo hold. And I'm sure the hose is long enough. But wouldn't it be better to wait until you have everything you need to build the neutrino detector, so the hose robber won't see it and steal it too? No, it's unnecessary, and I don't know how to anyway. Better leave them closed or a bird might fly in. Why talk to her on an intercom? My lord, there are more closed boxes in there than on Deal or No Deal. Okay, I'll look around again to see if I missed anything the first time. Nope. Nothing here that's worth the taking. It's like the goon at a nightclub entrance, but backward. This one is used to let people in, not to keep people out. What if I want to go back in? Of course. Who but I could dream up such a cool plan? It's obvious I'm a genius. Here we have it, an actual hog bristle brush, pocket-sized and at wholesale price. That's weird. Maybe I typed it in wrong. I've got the feeling there's something fishy happening here. The bad thing is that thinking of fish is making me hungry. Yeah, I bet she knows what's going on. Sushi, are you there?
What's the matter, Brian?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trapped inside the cargo hold.
And so tell me, what two-bit task would I stick into this contraption on the...
Joshua, stop it!
Man!
Brian, don't worry. Joshua just ruined the encryption system on the whole yacht,
Hey, we'll chat later, Sushi. Shoot, I wouldn't want to be in Sushi's skin right now. Or in Joshua's, because when Sushi gets angry, she must be. Well, anyway, obviously I can't just wait for her to get me out of here. One does get the urge to dive in, but I think I'll resist temptation. They lead to the deck. That's it! I've actually become quite an expert at jumping these long distances, but I'm better when going from high ground to low ground than the other way around. That's it! Now that I opened the hatches, I'm sure I can start from the edge of the tank, scamper up to the ceiling somehow, and reach the deck. Come on, let's get out of here. It appears I also opened the hatch to cargo hold too. Holy smokes! Well, that wasn't easy, but at least I made it here.
Brian, this is a disaster!
What's the matter, Sushi?
Look, you really need to have a talk with Joshua. He's like a poltergeist. Now he's deactivated all of my passwords in addition to leaving the hatches on the deck wide open.
Oh man, what are we gonna do with old Joshua?
I already figured out the password thing, but I'm telling you, my experience is that it is quite unpleasant to enter the cargo hold and find a flock of seabirds looking at you as if you were some huge and yummy fish. Lucky thing the computer warned me and I was able to close them from here. Otherwise...
Don't you worry. As soon as I see him, I'll kick his butt so hard he'll never open another hatch again. For goodness sake. Yeah, I could get away with painting a nice mustache or cross eyes on Dean's picture, but it isn't my style. That won't do any good. I don't think you can from here. Sushi has to open them directly from the bridge. What did you say the electromagnets were for?
They're one of my latest creations, equipped with a device that magnetizes or demagnetizes things at will. When this is finished, I plan to attach them to the mini-sub and take up underwater skiing.
No, better wait for Saturn to finish the other and get a 2-for-1 deal. Listen, Sushi.
Yes, Brian?
I'm going down to the galleon again.
That's all right, Brian. Just start prepping and tell me when you're ready. Is it that hard, Brian? You're not going to tell me the dirt is really stuck to the surface, are you?
No luck? No? No!
Well, this really sucks, Brian. Someone may have robbed the Trantonite, which would explain why the Interceptor ended up sinking the Orion. Or Malantuñas suspected something and put it in a different place. The truth is, I have no idea.
Well, let's stay positive and assume it's still on the boat. Where could Malantuñas have hidden it?
Well, if I were him, I would like to keep it as close as possible. In my stateroom, for instance.
Yeah, that's the most logical. Come on, let's prepare for another dive. I'll go down ASAP.
Are you sure you don't want to rest a while first? You look exhausted, Brian. Maybe you should get back your strength a bit first, before...
I'll have time to rest later. We've got work to do.
Try to go in through the middle hole, Brian.
Let's see. Go down into it as far as you can. Now, move toward the bow. At the end of the hall, you'll find some stairs. Go past them. Now stand facing aft. Do you see a trap door? Go up through it.
Roger. You'll reach a passageway with several doors. The one closest to the bow has to be Malantuñas' cabin. Where are you going? Oh, crap. I meant the stern. The cabin is near the stern. That's the door, no doubt about it. No, don't say another word. It won't open, right? This is always the way. Why isn't there ever a doormat with a key hidden under it?
Well, of course it sucks, but when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I'll take a stroll around the boat, and I bet I'll come up with an idea to get that door open.
Okay, I'll just keep thinking up ideas. And if you see Joshua, tell him enough is enough.
What did he do now?
What did he do? While you were diving, he made a major mess out of the cargo hold. He found a crowbar and started opening boxes of things, spewing stuff all over the floor. Replacement parts, nails, packaging materials.
What nerve! Don't you worry, that guy's gonna get what he deserves. What did you say the electro...
They want when this.
No, but... I was afraid of this. Now it turns out somebody has removed the brush holding the door open. Nada. It would have been too easy for someone to come along and repair the door. On the positive side, the crowbar I need to get into Malantuñas' cabin is there. On the negative side, I can't go in and get it, because when I release the button, the door will slam shut, and I don't want to sever off an arm trying to leap in. Let's see how I can think my way out of this one. No, I didn't see anything else I need. No, I'd rather talk with her in person. It hooks up with cargo hold too. They lead to the deck. What's that banging?
I can't believe it! Your boyfriend is messed out, man! With him, if I laugh, I die!
What are you talking about? Joshua? What's he doing?
I don't know, man! But he took an axe, and he's a banging at the satellite dishes!
And what did that poor antenna do to him?
Damn if I know! Everybody gotta do what they feel like, man!
Joshua! Leave that antenna alone! Jeez!
No! Right now I have no reason to stop! You can't make me!
Nah, I don't feel like slipping and sliding again. Put that in my pocket? The radiation it emits might make me sterile. Listen, Sushi.
Yes, Brian?
What did you say Joshua did?
What did he do? While you were diving, he made a he found a crowbar.
Well, if it weren't for you,
Come on, Brian. Don't get discouraged. You'll see how soon we're celebrating the end of all this with Gina. By the way, did you know I have tickets to Lula, Marta, and Mariola's new show?
Do the Divas have a new show?
Yes, but don't ask me what it's about. The website just said something like, the latest musical extravaganza of the Queens of Kitsch.
Really? What are they up to?
No idea, because I bought them on the net. The truth is, I haven't heard anything from them since you and Gina invited us to that weekend in the Cayman Islands.
Well, we had to thank you for everything you've done for us. I hope we can do it again soon. Well, getting back to our topic. Exactly why didn't Dean try to go down and get the Trantonite?
Oh, but didn't I explain? Turns out he isn't actually a treasure hunter.
I told you I didn't like that Dean. I told you so. I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
Okay, you're right and I was wrong. But don't be so childish as to rub it in my face.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to. I told you so. What? He's not a treasure hunter?
He's just a straw man. A salary-paid actor who's hosted the show while pretending to be a big adventurer. But it turns out the action shots were filmed by stunt doubles.
But the deal was that he'd go down and get the Trantonite, wasn't it?
That's what I told him, but not what he understood. When I hired him, he must have thought I was in contact with the production company, and that, at the moment of truth, the stunt doubles he usually uses for the risky scenes would show up to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's drop the topic of Dean. How's Camille doing?
I just went to see her in her cabin, and the poor girl is a mess. She's writing things in her diary. Bear in mind that Dean was her biggest idol, and in a matter of days, his image has been completely shattered. She'll get over it fast, though. She's young and strong, and I have a feeling she may surprise us.
Thanks, Sushi. See you later. No, I'd better leave that stuff to Sushi. If I remember right, the Neptune who this is named after was the Greek god of the sea. Hey, now I can grab those electromagnets, can't I?
Of course, BB. Don't forget to tell me how they work.
Nifty. My first pair of electromagnets. There's something I don't get, though. If one has a button on the left to use with your right hand, and the other has the button on the right to use with your left hand, then what is the other one you have there for?
Oh, that's for laterally challenged people. You know, the ones who never know which way is right and left. I put a button in the middle, so now it's accessible to everyone.
They are yet another of Saturn's amazing inventions. The difference is that these aren't useless. That won't do any good. Hey, that's not bad. Once I'm up there, I slide down the wall of cargo hold 2, snatch the crowbar, and run out. I don't know whether I can trust Saturn's little inventions, but what choice is there? Down we go. Yes, and now it's mine. No door will be any match for me with this crowbar. The Transinite awaits me.